Mm-hmm. No need to worry about the pesky photometer. Pretty good choice if you just want to relax and play the game.
Honestly, I don't think Clorand would make things too difficult.
No promises.
That wasn't super reassuring.
Well, anyway, enough talk. Let's get started. Speaking of the story...
Well, that's because a long time ago, back when human civilization was still in its infancy, soon a group of human Sometime later, as a member of the Marechaussee Hunters, you receive a commission. Following the address provided on the message, you take a boat and arrive at this strange city. As you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings. There aren't many people in the vicinity, but you do take note of a few others who, like you, seem to be sizing up this place. Your eyes meet, and you realize these people are fellow Marechaussee hunters.
You're all Marechaussee hunters too, right? What say you to traveling together?
Okay, count me in. My name is Linny. I've been wandering since I was little and picked up a few less than legal tricks along the way.
Is this where you introduce your character to everyone? It sounds like they've done this dozens of times.
Hey, you can do it, Farina.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this Marechaussee hunter.
I've been studying medicine.
Oh, welcome.
You open your eye to the honor, the lands out.
The scriptwriter.
Yet, as you
carefully
you see
Oh, good idea.
you look up and see it.
Why don't we go check out that...
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely. If only those monsters out there would stop causing trouble.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer. If we keep asking questions, we might be able to get some good leads.
Oh, come now. Don't be sad.
I don't...
Nothing turns a frown upside...
You didn't even take cooking as...
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying that.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. Hey! Did she just...
Clorian must have broke... This isn't getting us anywhere. You weren't even the one...
My trouble. A horde of monsters.
Do you remember when those...
Do you know...
It all happened.
You have our thanks.
Don't worry. We don't always get...
You bid farewell to the woman and continue your journey further into the city. As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very...
Pardon me, sir.
That depends.
How about...
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar?
Surely an onion can't be that expensive.
What do you know? War is nearly upon us.
Whoa, what a nasty guy.
But he still might have information we need. Sir, we can't... If you happen to be well informed and know a thing or two about what's going on, we'd appreciate it if you could share that information with us. After all, the sooner this problem gets resolved, the easier it will be for you to do your business.
Well, those monsters are camped outside. We have limited reserves within the city.
Wait, you...
Who knows?
That is concerning.
All right. That's all the...
You know, if you
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach.
This guy seems promising enough. Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Oh, wait. Oh, dear.
You recognize us?
Yes.
What happened?
Alas. However,
Are there...
it's not most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. When I was a child, though, to be perfect...
Well, you can rest
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His...
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters, we need to know where to find them. Can you give us any leads?
although...
I see.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing. The monsters outside the city are just part of the problem. There are evil sorcerers inside the city as well, so be on your guard. They're actively working, even one of our kind...
Talk about being...
I feel bad for him.
Hey! No.
Brave hunters!
If I understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need solving, right?
Exactly. We need...
Well,
Well, Clarence,
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation.
Sure.
Paimon wants to know too.
No.
Huh? So you mean anyone could become a Marashose hunter?
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is... Still, most people dropped out at the early stages. And others called...
What kind of monsters did that?
The Land of Fontaine, one of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria.
Now wait.
Well, I wasn't planning...
Wait, but
From my mask?
I'm... Absolutely.
Let's not get off responding to Ajiri yet.
is that really?
Speaking of
I vote monsters. That's the main duty of...
Well said, Miss Farina.
What about you, partner? It's decided then.
All right.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there! Outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build. Although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, his uneven gait and the sweat dripping down his forehead make it obvious that he's been wounded and is in serious pain. I'm the captain of the... State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's been this...
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you ever heard of the Marashose hunters?
Marashose hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean?
Sir, we were indeed... Your guards are still fighting the monsters as we speak. They could be seriously wounded and in grave need of support.
The man regards you with doubt and concern. Those monsters aren't easy to deal with. I just hope all the guards will be able to come back to their families alive.
Based on what the captain said, the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. "Quick, leave this place! Turn around and don't look back!" they yell.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks. All the signs point to one thing. A truly devastating battle just took place here.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still be around.
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you without fear.
A little help here! This thing...
Your battle round begins.
Spring forth! Let the world collide! Shower me with fire! Well, with rocks.
The next battle round begins now.
Hey there! Ha!
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Ugh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marashose Hunter class came with all those preset skill points.
I never knew the photometer even determines the amount of damage you inflict. If you get unlucky, isn't it just game over right then and there?
That's part of the fun. The uncertainty of fate is what gives these games their appeal.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious lump. Wait, could it be the thing that appears after every battle?
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so...
As you investigate the mound, with the monsters gone,
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
with everyone's help, even without
Makes sense. We were...
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't it seem like there are people out there who need this treasure more?
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got hurt.
Wait, is that...
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game...
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove...
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe...
Well, if donating it...
Looks like you're facing a... well...
Wow!
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the story...
Here, here! Ooh, how about we play...
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will...
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next...
Huh?
There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Whoa!
Well, even if we end the game for the day, we can still stay a little longer and hear Cloran finish her story, right?
Something tells me you just want to finish the free desserts before we break for the day.
That's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, and anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Cloran's master.
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern. My earliest
What a heavy...
master was my first ever toy.
Oh, wait, so she... Hey,
Of course I'd see. That's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me.
Excuse me for asking this.
Probably around...
3? Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
As I said,
I'm not so sure.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh,
A Geo-Bishop Hatchling?
what she said was this. Make sure to get along, you two. If you really...
And how old?
5.
Well,
No,
So, you're saying...
yes.
not really.
Later on, thanks to her, even though the train...
I still remember.
I still hadn't really met many children my age at that time.
After that, though,
I had a lot of fun during...
we tried to protect.
Protector of justice. Oh, wait,
Yep.
20 years...
Ah,
Although...
Huh? When did the protect...
Oh, she... Later on.
that sounds like her, all right.
Well, she...
It's true. I always want...
But...
She
Disappeared?
I have no idea. That night, I was celebrating my birthday at when she still didn't appear after...
Papa probably didn't know either.
Don't worry. Just like how
We're...
I was at first.
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps.
I wonder... If Clorian's master were the champion duelist back then... Would that duel... Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorian didn't...
Well, anyway,
I had a great time.
Anytime.
the script was good. Hey,
What does she mean, on to some... Guess I'll head back.
You're that
I was...
Let's go meet up with the group! Paimon's really looking forward to today's tour.
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an important decision to be made, yes? I'll pour everyone a cup of tea.
Is that really the most important part, though, Clorian? Paimon's more concerned about our current surroundings. Heavy walls, cold railings, dim lights. This is obviously supposed to be a prison.
I admire the work put into the set.
So the set is going to be a part of the script?
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyone think Clorian's smile is starting?
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name, just like Clorian's master did?
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait, what's that next to you?
oh, this is the short sword Clorian mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to track it down after all this time.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it, considering the circumstances in which you gave it to me. Of course I had to keep it safe. Anyway, where were we?
Wait,
Well, it's only a...
All right, Paimon's made up her mind. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's...
So, you reached an agreement? All right.
Oh, and we'll collect all this...
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand. The city is still shrouded in places where sunlight struck. Thank you, kind soul. The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you.
she's probably...
Should we go find that man again at the square?
Oh, good idea.
Just as you start to... Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward to meet you and proceed to politely pay their respects.
Greetings, gentlemen. Are we being invited for afternoon tea?
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not...
Do you think this could be a trap?
Well, we have to investigate the court at some point, right?
I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
That sounds a little intense.
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agree to follow. They lead you all the way to the audience hall of the palace. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall.
Wow, it's so luxurious.
The elderly king, clad in a magnificent robe, sits upon the deep he wears above his head a majestic crown. They're here, your majesty. A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister, shields his mouth with his hands and bends down to whisper a few words to the king. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up.
The king does not appear.
The king remains still and says nothing. The minister is the one who speaks. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for coming to our faraway kingdom. Unfortunately, His Majesty the King finds himself quite exhausted from work. I've heard tell that you're... However...
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So the golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees in a single swipe. Well, that was enough details, right? Believe us now?
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you...
Well, we did take the treasure, but...
How did he know about the treasure?
Then I must ask that you return it at once. It belongs to the kingdom.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved...
Yes, that wasn't only that which is freely given by...
But that's completely
Yeah, that makes no sense!
Maybe so, yet the fact... What, no answer? Clad in his magnificent...
From the look...
I would like to observe the number of guards stationed in...
The guards in the palace appear fully armed. Their expression...
Well, there goes my plan to turn the whole place upside down, I guess.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned imposters. What a pity. Guards, take them away and throw them in the dungeon. Before I decide your fate, however, I must first determine whether you have any accomplices outside the court.
Can't we try to slip away?
But if we try to... Don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind...
Thanks.
You allow yourself. It's only when you begin... Stay here! The guards lock the cell...
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes.
No! Carve out a new path of...
You reach toward your waist.
What about that?
When did you hide?
When I was thinking about digging...
Rejected.
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be...
Correct. You don't...
Oh, well...
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that's...
What?
I mean...
That is...
Oh, before I took a close...
Wait,
I doubt it. Master left... I gave you the sword
Wait, when did this happen exactly?
after the duel.
Before that, Clorand would have meals after the duel, though. There was a period of time... We were both sad. Whenever I looked at back then...
no one can change...
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Think...
Looks like the next part of...
Perfect timing.
From Clarence' face.
Water continues to drip. Eventually, you... Suddenly, you...
Heads up, everyone.
Gather close, everyone, and I work as a guard in these dungeons.
Huh?
Shh. I've already...
I understand, but how can we be sure we can trust?
The king has issued a formal decree. In light of the irrefutable proof of your crime, you're to be executed before tomorrow's sunrise.
Executed?
Monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure. Could this entire thing have been a trap?
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. As for my infiltrating the capital was
Have you seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. They're just behind the door. Still, these weapons alone won't be enough to defeat the true enemy behind the scenes. His faction is too powerful. The guards are all to defeat him. You must find us.
You're not coming with...
No, as long as my identity...
In that case,
Thank you for your concern. As for the location of the vault...
Got it.
All right, once I open the door, you now have the chance... And
With the help of the guard,
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell?
that is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
You can't run!
Things are about to get dicey.
Scatter! Look alive! Judgment!
Busted.
Punishment! You can't run! You asked for it!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Propagate! Buckle up! Judgment!
Lights out. Gotcha. Busted! Things are about to get dicey.
Judgment!
Quietly now.
Gloves off! Let's get it on! Propagate! Punishment!
Busted!
You can't run!
Quietly now.
Spring forth! Scatter! Judgment!
Busted! Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy. Gotcha.
Buckle up! You can't run! Shiver! Scatter!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Take it easy.
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
Let's get it on!
Gotcha.
Propagate!
Quietly now.
You asked for it! Buckle up! Judgment!
Lights out.
Look alive!
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha. Take it easy. easy money.
This should be the place marked on the map.
This bit of.
Well,
Wow.
Before you lies a serene stretch of open water.
Well, guess this means it's time for a swim.
What's the matter?
It's nothing. As you step into the cave.
Wow, this must be where the treasure is hidden.
But this door...
huh.
A pattern on a
Is something wrong?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your map. Your surroundings are exceedingly quiet and serene, as if the secret that slumbers here has never once been disturbed.
That description makes Paimon feel kinda bad for disturbing this place.
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil sorcerer.
Linny's right. We need to keep going. The future of the kingdom depends on it. The next part of the story requires...
Yes. Something feels off about all this. Guess I'll just...
I found something!
Found something here, too.
Same here. It worked!
Something just appeared.
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourself at the end of
With?
a key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
This is one of them. It is said that 4 keys... Huh? You hear a few strange noises.
What's going on?
For the sake of immersion,
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right, sorry.
suddenly,
I've been discovered.
Wait,
you recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now covets the treasure for himself, and has come to stake.
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can't...
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marashose hunter. But this isn't part of the script.
Retreat! That's not the hunter way.
Your choice is noted.
You got it!
Well then, let us... Time to testify.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
Is he still standing? Goodness, he sure
Is it over?
The enemy...
What about...
Final strike! Ha!
Well, did... Glorian?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display, that look in his eyes.
Huh? Oh, wait. Speak your name, guard. Is this treasure really more important to you than bringing peace to the kingdom? So he's also...
Then I'm even.
What do you know?
What's that supposed...
My skills were and what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. And the Marashose...
Is he talking?
So that's what.
If you already knew what.
Because...
Only a true Marashose, as someone who's...
Okay.
You're sure.
We've been talking about it for so long, of course.
And we've already defeated Florian, right?
What you...
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Before you, you hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse. Almost like a sleeping giant letting out an extended yawn.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too!
Ugh,
A stone?
You,
Maybe the true.
they provided a super immersive experience.
wait.
Huh? Whoa, are you?
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. He needs... One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. So, how are you doing? Do you remember how you got here? Or what happened to your body just now?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How?
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already dismantled the whole thing.
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It would seem your skills as a Marashose hunter are as sharp as ever.
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Tell me why you wanted to lure me here. Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth. Luckily, your monologue was dramatic enough to convince my friends you were just role-playing.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. Something agitated and angry. Who knows? The feelings about my father and the other Marashose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry, bitter that no one remembered them or praised their accomplishments. I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger came to completely consume me. At that point, I remembered the legend my father used to tell me. The one about the treasure.
But if the treasure was all you...
I...
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a devorator.
Devorator?
Oh, your master...
No, I've heard of it. I'm just not sure why you suddenly... Wait, it can't be.
The seal?
My family has served as Marashose hunters. My father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly. But
The devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being. even ones as capable as the Hunters. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption.
I heard it has the power to amplify the...
And yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys. If I remember correctly, each was in...
One of them belonged... I know just the only way I could...
I won't comment on anything else, but the script...
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marashose hunters and how they came to be forgotten.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to be...
I have done...
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your story. Isn't he the true antagonist? The one...
But I've already tainted my sword.
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you introduced yourself earlier? Do you really think the Hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved and acknowledged by the people? You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you... Do you still not
You're right.
I wouldn't...
I know.
Good. Then, come with me, and help me see the script through.
Huh? See the script through to the end?
Never finished it, huh?
No, I mean...
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs to be defeated.
You mean the...
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it. Surely you can write an ending where the Hunters win and justice prevails.
You aren't afraid your party will fall into danger?
I know what my friends are...
Then...
Ready.
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My
Tone it...
Sorry. After
Oh,
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer. He asked me to lure you here so he could bury you in this cave.
that little... Wait,
That's right. He's...
and how are you going to prove that you're a changed man? We're not going to fall for the same trap twice.
To be perfectly honest, I only... The treasure was...
The names of all the Marashose...
Wait, you...
Of course.
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. For example, this Marsh, she inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter.
So, she was just like you.
Oh, you really think so?
Well, when you put it that way, working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound his enemy.
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments. How could...
Because... they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear in the
And this stone tablet...
That's right. The only time they spoke...
So,
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the the tablet proves that their legacies shall continue.
Father, you once told me that... Thank you, my friend. I implore you, everyone.
Well,
sounds good to me too.
I have no objections, but... Mr. Florian,
When he took over my...
Huh? He's...
what if... This... GM, permission to investigate.
At first glance, these blades have slain...
So basically, take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est.
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool...
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil sorcerer?
I was able to see his surroundings when we must be extremely careful.
Then why don't we...
No,
I agree with Mr.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting.
Yes, that's what's called... Yes,
Alright,
Mr. Florian?
of course.
He had to set up so many scenes today.
Finally, you decide to slay the evil sorcerer and bring peace back to the kingdom once and for all. As you walk away, finally, you arrive at the church Florian described. As you approach, an ominous aura surrounds you.
How strange.
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go!
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this close.
That's exactly why I have to go. Why I should be at the very front. Yes, I intend to lure it into my body.
That's too risky. If things get out of hand, I might have to kill you. Do you understand how dangerous this is?
I understand. The Devorator will have a hard time passing up a chance to enter a body it knows how to control. You're not like me, Miss Clorand. You're a just and powerful Marechaussee hunter. This is... consider it a duel.
Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for a duel. The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the blade of the Marechaussee hunters.
So lifelike!
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure, the power to defeat it, in your own two hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names! It's the Marechaussee hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marechaussee Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marechaussee hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Petronia, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength!
We have come to answer your summons. And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Though some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story they will always Yes, you...
It's a pretty solid story overall. That final oh, right. Yeah, mine nearly... Oh!
Did you have a good time?
Of course.
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. Once Mr. Florian is...
You're right. He's had a lot...
Well, see you all some other...
Okay, so, can I ask now?
I think it should be fine, yeah.
What in the world was going on back there? I was dying of curiosity.
Guess none of us wanted...
What are you all talking about?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me.
You're...
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
So loud.
Hey, you! Get up right now! Did Paimon just hear that right? It's not nice to lie to people, but... Paimon...
Yeah!
If Paimon knew something...
Everything was under control.
As if you...
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations.
As for you,
I know there's no excuse.
I would say you've already suffered more than enough. You may have been blinded by... You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below.
But...
Of course, you'll...
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, though, your showing in the duel was enough to prove your honor.
Then I'll do exactly as you said. I'll go. Thank you so much. Until we meet.
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that cave?
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it to people, make it so that the hunters are remembered.
No. Every name on that tablet made the same choice. All hunters know what the path entails. I am no exception. My identity as a Marashose hunter is not something I need people to remember.
That's certainly very different from the path of a magician. Still, I admire...
Wait! Paimon just remembered something. If there were no...
That's because the Marashose hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments to suppress the monsters.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure the summons...
Oh?
This particular devorator the names you recited all...
So the names help...
Navia,
Huh? Oh.
I really appreciated those words.
All right. Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore.
She ran off!
I should probably head back as well. This story was Goodbye.
Traveler, should your name...
I suppose the significance...
A great answer. I'll remember it. Me, the Marashose hunter, said perhaps her answer lies in her silence. An unspoken vow left to echo through the night.